Welcome everybody to a very special Toronto Life and Fashion Magazine event. We are talking with Canada Goose's first ever guest designer, Angel Chen. And she has done her second collection now for Canada Goose, and she's going to take us through it and show us all of the incredible design details that she has brought to this very iconic Canadian brand, and that is world renowned for the warmth that it supplies people like explorers and Arctic scientists and who have to deal with the worst conditions in the world. But Angel, first of all, before we get into all of that, I have to ask you about this chair that you're sitting on, because it looks so fun. I love the colors in it. And can you show it to us? Oh my gosh, this is
yes,
fantastic.
Of course. Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna say hi to everyone. Hi, this is Angel Chen, and I'm so glad I'm here. And it's actually our second collaboration with Canada Goose, and it's a great honor for us. And mention about this chair because it's such a colorful one. It made of merino wool that was produced by the time when we win the Woolmark prize. So all the material was created from then. And because it's such a colorful chair, we did a collaboration with the Maison Dada, the furniture brand. And also I feel like it fits the collection that we create with Canada Goose. See the yellow color over here, the red and the blue. It's a really colorful and cheerful chair. Hope to cheer everybody's up.
It's amazing. And you know, you are a designer who is not afraid of using color. Did you grow up in a really colorful household?
Oh yes, my family business is about wall paint. So basically, I grew up in a family. My dad was kind of sitting in the lab, discovering color. He's a color engineering. He basically had to learn about what color mixed with what material, apply on what texture. So that's it's all his work about. So kind of colors like our DNA. Each collection will always have really bold and bright color, but in Angel Chen, very signature color is this red, yellow, and blue. So each of them represent like different, really special vibe for us, like red for passion and yellow for imagination and blue for like lots of love and hope. So it's really great that in this collection we are able to explore a lot more collection compared to the last one. We only have like red and pink and plum. This one we kind of have all the color in 4 seasons. Yeah.
That's amazing. And you're only 24 years old and you've achieved so much. We should talk a little bit about some of your history, because you have interned for Marchesa and Vera Wang. You
and also Alison Wen.
Sorry?
And also Alison Wen as well, Marchesa.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was kind of before my graduation. So I did a gap year and I moved to New York for 1 year, and I did the internship for Marchesa and Alison Wen. And after that, I back to Central Saint Martin and finished my graduate collection and back to China to launch my own brand. And I did actually learn a lot in those experiences, because by that time I was specialized in doing embroidery design. And later I'm going to show you like the embroidery detail and also the embroidery technique that we use in this collection. And we are also going to get one of the embroidery design that I did for Canada Goose to the audience today.
Yes, that is a very special gift that our participants in this event today are going to be receiving, a digital sketch that Angel has done. So yes, embroidery is one of your signatures, and that's something that when you went to Central Saint Martin's, which is the most famous and the most prestigious, and many would say the most difficult fashion school in the world. What was it that you learned from there and took away from there? This is the school that has produced designers like Alexander McQueen and John Galliano and Stella McCartney. What was it about Central Saint Martin's that you think was your biggest takeaway from there?
I think going to Central Saint Martin was always my dream. I remember when I was really young, I flipped the magazine that was Galliano, like 2007 spring summer collection the Dior collection. It was about Madame Butterfly. I was totally like mind blown by that collection. It was really inspiring and it's very spectacular. It's not only about every single piece for daily life, it's also about imagination and designer's world. So I think if one day I could become like a designer that can create his own line, that would be so great. That's why I moved to London and I studied at Central St. Martin. And that was not only a really tough experience, but also I think I learned a lot from those experiences, because I think Central St. Martin is not teaching you like how to design and how to create. I think they are more telling you just to show who you are, to tell everybody where you come from, to use your own experience and your own knowledge to present to the world, and that is you. And Central St. Martin really welcome different kind of culture and different kinds of color, different kinds of textures. So I would say I learned a lot from like all my classmates, and also learn a lot from the experience that when I was in Central St. Martin. That was kind of like my dream journey, actually.
Yeah, you said it so well, because that idea of taking who you are inside and finding that and bringing it out onto clothing. So what are the elements, what are the signatures of Angel Chen that you bring out into clothing?
Yeah, so when we talk about Angel Chen, I will always sum up into 3 points. The first one is the color that we mentioned before, because I come from a color family. And the second one is the West meets East, because I come from a very traditional Chinese family and located in southern China. And kind of like the heritage of our hometown is about embroidery. It's about really craftsmanship and very like dedicated handcraft embroidery. And also we have lots of like Chinese traditional motif, including like dragon and phoenix that was everywhere in our small town. So I wish I could show everyone like the beautiful motif and beautiful culture in China. So we always want to present the collection, able to show the Chinese story, but in a more westernized language. That's something that we hope. And also the third one is we always intended to shape more unisex, genderless collection. For example, we hope the girl can be also powerful. Like, for example, we would design like jacket like this. We have a big collar, we have big hood that can present a powerful woman. And we always will choose like the icon or like the muse of the collection. They're always like female hero, this kind of character that we want to encourage the young generation, especially the girls, never be afraid and be powerful and feel confident with themselves. So I think that's the free language from Angel Chen.
That's fantastic. You summed that up really well. And so what are the elements, you mentioned East meets West. What are the elements of East meets West in the collection that's behind you, this new Angel Chen for Canada Goose collection?
Yeah, so I would say the West meets East collection, for this one, I would say this one is the most signature one. Are you able to see? Should I take it off?
If you could, would it be difficult to take it off and bring it closer to the camera?
No.
Oh, you've got an assistant there. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, I'd love to see what's on the what the embroidery. That is embroidery, not a print on the back, right?
Yeah, embroidery. Since we mentioned embroidery a lot, I'm gonna take closer to show you. Yeah,
maybe hold the two shoulders so that it's we can see the full. Oh. Yeah, perfect. Snow mantra.
Yeah, actually I haven't mentioned that this whole collection was inspired by the heritage down jacket snow mantra from Canada Goose. The first time I saw the word snow mantra, I think it's already like very poetic and very great. I already feel like there's so many stories behind it. And when I start to learn about this, I heard that, oh, there's an Arctic program, because snow mantra is a down jacket that always help the people who work in Arctic and work in really hardcore condition. And it's able to to help people to survive in the weather like -30 degree or even -40 degree. And then when you go lower, you can see there's a dragon over here. It talks about this is a collection come from East and then to meet the people in the West. And this is a really lovely and beautiful culture. I would say it's kind of like a welcoming to different culture. And then when you see this one is saying explore the iceberg. So there's also the landscape of Canada, and here says Canada Goose. And okay, over here, I can take it closer. It says 98 sets of hand, which means it takes 98 sets of hand to make this snow mantra jacket. And then when you go,
wow, 8.5 hours to, what does it say? To construct.
Yes, 8.5 hours to construct means this jacket takes that long time to construct the whole piece. And also there are also other element or maybe other numbers I didn't mention over here. It's including, like, for example, the snow mantra takes 247 pieces. You never imagine like one jacket needs so many steps and so many techniques and so many sets of hand to make. So I really respect people who make this jacket and who create this one. So that's why I tell the Canada Goose team, say, you guys never like really sharing this beautiful idea and telling people like how many efforts was there behind. So for this one, for this collection, I'm really going to tell everyone by number this on the jacket.
That's so brilliant. You put it right there on the jacket for everybody to see. That's brilliant. So what's the silhouette of this piece?
Oh, actually this one is maybe I can wear it and show you. Although I'm wearing a lot.
I know, and you know what? I love that. I am going to ask you about the vest that you're wearing in a minute too, because oh, so it's like a big oversized. I love it. Oh, it kind of even works over top of that vest. That's fantastic.
Yeah, somehow it works, right? This is a long windbreaker.
Oh, it's. I love how big and wide and flowy it is. It's fantastic, and the
material is quite lightweight, and there's a bit texture on it. It's not like flat. There's a bit like very organic water wash crinkle. It's really beautiful. I love this material.
It's got a really nice flow to it. So now tell us about the vest that you're wearing. Which actually I'm wearing too. Thank you very much. It's very warm. And oh no, you have a different one. That's right. You have a different one. Tell us about the one you're wearing.
Oh yeah. Okay, this one is a vest. It's kind of like a wind vest because the one you're wearing is with down inside, and this one I'm wearing is without down. And there's a belt in the middle because Canada Goose pieces don't always have a belt, and I always want to have a bit feminine touch, and also I want slim waist, and I feel like I want a wider shoulder, so that's why I created this hood. It's a really big hood, and when I wear them up, it's kind of have a really cool shape, and it will stand up like this. Oh, and also the hood is able to detach, so you can also wear it in other weather.
And those look like really deep pockets. And it's got almost like a little peplum at the back.
Yeah.
It's got a really nice flare at the back. And do the sides zip closed as well? Behind the pocket? That's a zipper.
But that's why my hand over here, I feel quite chill when I do like this. And I always feel awkward when I stand there. I couldn't find a pocket to my hand in, and so this one is like perfect.
That is a very cool piece, but it also looks like it would be perfect for a day when it isn't like too crazy cold out. And
yeah, exactly. This is the chukka jacket, chukka vest.
Chukka vest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think the one you are wearing is actually the other piece I will wear right now. You're in the black, and I will try this white one. This Rilla vest.
That looks great too.
So the real vest is for a bit warmer, a bit colder day, and it's half over here. And I remember there's a belt, but I don't have the belt over here. So imagine when you put the belt on, it's going to look like this.
Yeah, it's got a great shape.
Yes.
So did you have a big, like we're talking about the design elements, but there are a lot of technical elements in Canada Goose clothing, and this is what they're famous for, of course. And so what was that a big learning curve for you?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I think before we worked with Canada Goose, we never experienced that much technical design. Angel Chen is more about fashion, it's more about like embroidery detail, texture, fabrication. But when I visit Canada Goose headquarters, Toronto, I think back before the pandemic and before everything was locked down, we were luckily invited to visit the headquarters and to study the beautiful heritage. And I even look at the pieces that was designed, I think 1994, the stone mantra pieces. I think everything was designed like really, really beautifully and nicely. I checked the lining, I checked the down that was inserted, and I checked all the zipper detail and everything. I think it takes really, really long time and lots of effort to put everything together. That's why I respect all of that. And I think if there's a collection I can design for Canada Goose, that will be taking all the elements from one piece and drag it into small little detail and little points and can show everybody what they can do. So this will be also like a learning journey for Angel Chen as well to study like really beautiful culture, craftsmanship at the same time merge with my design language. It's such a good experience for me.
Now, what was the experience like for the Canada Goose people to have you come in and to say, okay, we're going to do these big hoods, we're going to do these curved sleeves, we're going to do these different silhouettes? What did you drive them crazy a little bit, or what was that? What was their reaction?
I would say there's a piece that kind of drives them crazy, and when I say drive them crazy, it's actually a really nice way to say. The one I'm wearing is a crop snow mantra. And actually, everybody knows snow mantra is the most signature pieces. And the original one is kind of similar to this one, but without the detached bow bottom and the detached bow sleeve. It's like just a standard and really heavy and nicely constructed with 4 pockets over here. It's a really heavy down jacket. And the one I'm designing over here is actually cropped the bottom of this jacket. And what I make it more extremist. So when you wear it the front way, it's kind of like this. It has a really beautiful curved sleeve, but it creates not only for this shape, but also this jacket are able to wear upside down. I will show you to wear it the front way. And then I'm gonna do a sword magic. So
and I love how long those knit cuffs are.
Yeah. Keep you warm all the time.
It looks like you've got a sweater under there, but you don't. It's part of the jacket. It's great. And oh, look at that. Okay, that is so cool. I love it. And so you've got, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So this jacket is the one that kind of drive them crazy. I think it will drive like a pattern cutter crazy because the sleeve have to able to bend like upside and downside. And then here in the front, we have also the zip and also the barcode.
Wow. Wow.
It's like, if you get this jacket, you have like many different ways to wear it. I remember when I was visiting the headquarters, I tried every single jacket upside and downside. I just keep thinking, is there any way that we can make one jacket become fun? It's not only a styling, but also the body construction is able to fit it properly. So that's why I created this piece.
Now, a lot of designers, they design so that people will wear things according to their vision. But you seem to design things and hope that people are going to take it and do whatever they want with it. Why is this part of your thinking?
Why as a part of our thinking?
Why do you
I remember I read kind of a quote from, I can't remember anyone. He was talking about like art is always about themselves when you're doing art. And when you're doing design, it's always about other people. What we can do for other people, what we can do for either our client or customer or people around us. Design is for everyone. Yeah, so design is not only like a personal expression, it's also about are we doing anything to help the world become better?
Fantastic. That is a brilliant jacket. I love it. I love that you can do it both ways. And I love how big those sleeves are because you can wear a big bulky sweater underneath it if you want. And oh, and the straps, look at this.
Yeah. So one day if you feel like you're too warm and you are going into the shocking warm, so you can also carry it like this. Still very stylish.
Perfect.
And your shoulder kind of feels like nothing. It's still very lightweight somehow.
And so what other pieces? Sorry, go ahead.
So almost all the pieces in this collection here are this shoulder strap, which is really nice. And what are the pieces in the collection?
I was going to ask about, is this the most sort of convertible or is there another one? Like the one on the mannequin there, the white one,
Yeah,
for example, you said that the bottom part zips off. Can you show us that?
Yes, let me put it in the middle. That's going to show you more clear. So this one is the men's wear snow mantra jacket, and yes, as you mentioned, it's able to detach the sleeve. So there's a zip over here. So that is taken off the zip side.
And of course, one of the things about Canada Goose is that, so whenever you introduce a zipper into a garment, you introduce the possibility of the weather, the cold getting inside. But the Canada Goose zippers are constructed so that even at minus whatever, minus 100, those crazy Arctic conditions that they have to be worn in, it still does not let the wind and the weather get inside, right?
Yes, exactly. So as you see, what I did just now, I take off the sleeve. So this jacket is also again like really convertible because you can wear it in minus 30 degree if you put that sleeve on and put that bottom on. And if for the weather like today, like a bit warmer, you can wear this vest and by taking that sleeve off and by taking that bottom off. And also you can put that sleeve on if you have a slightly colder weather. So like this.
Fantastic.
It becomes a really nice crop jacket and have a really beautiful proportion.
So is this the warmest piece in the collection then?
Yes, you're right. This is the warmest piece in the collection. There's also another piece that's quite warm. I will show you right now.
Before you do, what are the stripes on the pockets there? What are they?
Yes, they are the reflective. They are the reflective strap. There's also another two wider one on the back.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so this is the wider one on the back, because people are working in the north Arctic. It's really like hardcore conditions, so people will need to be able to see by the other people. So there's always reflective strap, and when you take your cell phone and you turn on the flash and you take a picture, that two strap is going to pop out in the whole camera at the very first scene. Same as all the other designs, you found this detail everywhere. Pocket as well. This one only has the back, but they always show in the very signature places. It's kind of feel like the uniform for people who work in maybe police or people who work in like the street or people working at like the how do you say, like who work at certain special places, and they're always like really functional and has this kind of scrap detail. I feel like that's like also the traditional in Canada Goose, because one day I heard they will really work with people who are working in the police station, and they will interview the people like, where do you think the pocket should locate? Is it over here, higher or lower? And they will send a sample jacket to the people, and they will make notes, and they will staple it on the jacket and send it back.
Is that right?
So the designer are really changing like the design thinking to follow people's need.
What is the black bar on the top above the reflective stripes? It's on the snow mantra as well. Underneath the hood, there's black. Yes. What is that?
So this one, it's a joint logo over here. It's a silicone logo and says Canada Goose and Angel Chen on the back strap.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And this one is really nice use as well, because this is a heavy piece, and if you drag it, it's quite heavy. So sometimes people can hold it like this.
Or you can hang it up with that, I guess.
Yeah, and it's really strong. It never like came off. And the one I'm holding right now is Artisan bomber jacket. This one is one of my favorite pieces in the collection. It's slightly lightweight than the snow mantra, but it creates a really beautiful curved shape. But it's kind of like a cocoon shape as well.
Yes.
And the sleeve is kind of like 2-layer when you see it from the back.
All of it. It looks like all of the armholes are very wide. Did you do? Does everything have a wide armhole and a wide sleeve like that?
Yeah, I feel like almost all the pieces have quite wide armhole, except like pieces like where you wear it like really close to the body, like the turtleneck one, and then also the super lightweight down jacket. All the big jacket, the pop jacket, they have really big armhole. It's because I always want to wear like hoodie. You see this collection we have like hoodie. And then hoodie also have quite low arm drop, so that's why I feel like I wear hoodie inside a bomber jacket. I need also a low armhole. Yeah. Very
cool. Now there's a vest behind you, the yellow one there. There's a what's that one?
So this one is the one with I think this one is the one Bayern jacket, Bayern passer. We have one like long sleeve. We also have one vest, and this is the best one, Bayern vest, and we also have the long sleeve. The material for this one is recycled nylon. Yeah, it's a recycled nylon material. So the material is a bit like reflective, and there's a small little check on it. And I think the material come from the water bottle in the ocean, or it's kind of like a PET material that's recycled from the nylon. It's really nice and soft. And the good thing for this one is you can see the black color, right? You can see outside is yellow, right? It's really striking. But if one day you think, oh, it's too out there, I need to show everybody the other way. So you can just wear it the other way.
Fantastic. I love how it looks like it's got such a great bubble shape. It's got a real beautiful curve to it.
Yes, you're right. Because I'm really kind of tiny, small, and in Asian like body shape, I'm kind of like normal. So we try to want to say hi to everyone on the street when we are wearing a down jacket. So I kind of design all the pieces like quite wide, quite big compared to our previous pieces. And this one has this lovely curved shape, because when I catch a flight, I always want to become like get in this big jacket, because I want to sit on the chair and feel really cozy. And this one is kind of I would dope it, and I can slip inside this. So that's why we did that everything at the top. I will show you the long sleeve one.
Okay. And you are all the pieces gender neutral in this collection?
Yes.
Because I know that having gender neutral designs is something that's important to you. Are all of these gender neutral?
Yes, you're right. So all pieces is genderless, and this one is I would say compared to that one, this is also another like really warm jacket, and it again got the big shape and also reversible to color. You can wear the black side, you can also wear the white side.
It's fantastic. It's such a different look for Canada Goose, right? It's really fantastic how much fashion you've brought to this. Oh, and it's upside down too. Oh my gosh.
This one is not actually designed for wearing upside down, but I'm watching at the camera. I feel like maybe I can also give it another styling way. So I just try to wear it upside down.
Why not?
The sleeve will become like quite.
I see the difference in the sleeve. Okay, there you have the difference.
The difference. This one, the sleeve has designed it to able to flip upside down, so the construction is slightly different from this one.
Very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of different scenarios of Canadian weather, and you tell me what would be the best piece, okay? Because Canadian winters, we go through so much here, and like you wake up in the morning, you look out your window and you don't know what you're gonna get. So one of them would be a day like we had yesterday, where it is pretty cool and it's just raining all day. And it's just, what would you wear? What would you put on for one of those days where it's not freezing, but it is just wet and raining all day long?
Wet and raining all day long. Let's say maybe we can wear with two pieces because it's cold. The one I'm holding is actually the rain jacket. So it's called Gaga rain jacket, and this I don't think we can survive in this jacket, so maybe we can also wearing like something like this inside. We can also wear this hoodie inside so that it can keep you warm, but at the same time this one you can wear it just as it is, and you don't have to carry the any kind of like umbrella or anything, because it's really beautiful material that can be waterproof. I love the back because back there's a gold, and also there's this beautiful fold detail. Oh. And also if you feel it's too warm, when you like flip top, this over here there's a mesh material, so
you will like a little air vent.
Yes. So it's kind of like breathable.
That's fantastic. And I wonder, is that something that might be good for snowboarding then? Because people get really hot when they're boarding, right?
Yes.
But it's got to be still water repellent. What is that one that you've got your hand on there?
This one, I'm thinking maybe for the wind day or for the rain day, this one could be an option as well. I can try to show you. I love this piece very much because it's kind of like a rain dress.
A rain dress. I love it. Rain dress. Okay, I think you've just coined a new fashion term. A rain dress. This is brilliant. You've got to trademark that term, Angel. That is such a smart idea. Oh, this is great because it's got that drawstring at the waist, but still you've got those slouchy balloon sleeves and the big.
You're right. I think with the drawstring on the waist, it will show the curve and actually, I feel like when I visit the headquarters and I look at all the archive from Canada Goose, I don't see much like belts or like waist ring or anything around the waist because it's more like straight shape and also like A shape or H shape. I never see like this kind of X shape. And then I was asking like, why is it like this? Can we also create some curve for a girl, for female? And we want to show like the shoulder, we want to show the waist, we also want to show the hip. And so that's why the whole collection, many of the pieces kind of like crop or like a narrow waist. So that's why like the whole design come out like this. So this is the Farah jacket.
That's the Farah jacket. And now that hood is called a snorkel hood, right? Why the name snorkel? What does that refer to? I mean, I know what snorkeling is, but what is a snorkel hood? Wow, that's fantastic. That will really protect you from the wind. But why that name for that hood?
I will ask Canada Goose team. I think all the name was like really especially created from the team. Like I visit their team and they told me like some of the jacket they will create by the people who are making this jacket and who are making the design for it. And the snorkel, who I will ask them why does it come from? And I feel like the heritage of Canada Goose is really lovely. It's because they will name like different pieces by different time and different history, and even sometimes like by the people who work on this jacket. So maybe that was kind of like also the reason as well. Or the hood we designed for Canada Goose has a zip in the middle. That's also like kind of interesting.
Fantastic. That's a beautiful detail.
Yeah.
I love the way it falls at the back. And are there any
also,
pieces that have that sort of tiny waist, that nipped waist? Oh, and it's got the straps as well. Fantastic.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, are there any other pieces that have that silhouette with the tiny waist?
Yes, there are also another one. This one. This is when the weather gets a bit even more colder. It's a long piece down jacket. There's a belt.
Ah, okay. You can wear it either way.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
When you put the belt on, when you put the belt on and when you see the back, it's going to show the waist more clear because there's a yoke on the back.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, that yoke on the back. Now
so the shoulder is also like wider and it's kind of like A, but a bit XA shape. And I make the waist quite high, but you can also adjust like higher or lower.
That's a good one too. That looks like, in terms of purpose, it might be good for sort of the day after a snowstorm when it's not so cold out anymore and it's not windy and blustery. Oh yeah, I love how that hood looks with that yoke. That looks great. And one of the styles has a peplum, doesn't it? That blue, the blue one has a little peplum at the back. By the way, audience, we have some questions that have come in. So I'm going to be sharing those in about, in just a couple of minutes.
This one doesn't have long, but this one is also has a tiny waist design.
Now this is a really strong blue. Why? What inspired you to use this particular blue? Because it's very, very strong.
Yeah. Actually, if you got time to come in to see our studio, you will find this 3 color inside our studio because my family is doing wall paint. So my dad actually helped me to create the 3 color. It's kind of like our brand color as well. The red is at our studio entrance, and when you come in, you will see like everything in red because it's passion. It's also the color of sun, and then when you go to the right left hand side, it's everything in yellow. We have a whole yellow showroom, and everything on the left. It's a designer section. It's a design studio. So all the ceiling, everything is in this blue, and that's why red, yellow, and blue comes in this collection. at the same time, this collection, we want to tell the story from autumn to winter. So I would say yellow and red, it's more the color from autumn, and this blue, white, and also this I would say gray green is the color for winter. So imagine this is like the snow color, and this is like the yellow tree leaf, and like of the autumn, the harvest feeling of autumn. So the whole collection is kind of like a blend for the seasonal color.
That's fantastic. I love and I love that your father helped you develop these colors. That's so sweet. That's wonderful. And I love on this particular jacket, I love the peplum.
Yeah.
It's very, very feminine. It's got beautiful movement. So we have a couple of questions from the audience. The one is about the inspiration behind this collection. Was there a specific, I mean, you've addressed a few different points about it. Was there anything, was there one specific jumping off point for this new collection?
I would say for this collection, there are 2 points. If one point, I think it's a bit difficult to come through. The first point will be, I still taking the inspiration from Snow Mantra. As you can see, we designed many elements, actually taken the detail from Snow Mantra. Imagine the sleeve and also the pocket design. And also we take many design elements, and also hour and times, for example, the 98 sets of hands, and also the design process from that construction of Snow Mantra into every single design. Same as this one, this bomber jacket, you can also see that 98 sets of hands over here, over the back, and we kind of like put it like this wear and that wear, like everywhere, 98 sets of hands over here. And then here's the Canada Goose logo and Angel Chen logo over here for this little jacket design. And let me show you this one. So the second thing I would say, it talks about the story transform from winter, from autumn to winter. And this is the Angel Chen and Canada Goose logo. It's a colorful gradient logo, but if you see it clearly, you can see there's a little man like waving hand. He's standing on top of a mountain and saying hi to everyone. This collection is also wish to tell everybody, if you are walking on the way, if you are climbing the mountain, and it's really great if you can keep walking and keep trying hard to climb on top of the mountain. And this is the people like telling you, oh, it feels so great when you found it and when you get there. I remember when I was visiting the headquarters, I found a really nice image. And that was an image that when everyone climbed on top of the Canadian mountain. I want to ask Ashley to show you that image. And I took a picture of that photo because I think it's a moment when everyone about to get their victory and about to reach the top. And before that, everything is really difficult and really, I would say there are lots of tears and efforts and sweat before that. So this collection is also wish to encourage everyone to keep on walking before you reach the top. Can you see this image?
Yes, it looks like they climbed a mountain and they have gotten to the top and are waving, and that's fantastic. So that inspired the little man that you had embroidered on the hoodie.
Yes, exactly. And
fantastic.
Also, same as the embroidery that we are going to give everyone today, like this one.
There it is. Yes, everybody today is going to receive a digital sketch, this digital sketch that Angel did. So tell us about this, Angel.
So as you can see, this little guy climbing on top of a mountain and waving the flag is inspired by that image. And this little guy, he's like kind of
observing, exploring the I would say the snow mountain. And if you look at this picture, you can see this is a snow mountain, but written by ANGEL. Imagine people are climbing the Angel Mountain.
I love it. Oh, we've got to find a mountain that you can name Angel Mountain.
Yes. I think like all the English character can be written in this way. This is like A.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then this is the N.
Yeah, yes.
This is the G.
I see it. Definitely.
The E. And the L.
Yes, I totally see that. That is fantastic.
And I will show you this jacket. It's actually
and it has the embroidery. Oh, that's great. Which piece is that?
This is the short windbreaker jacket, and we have two colors. This one is with the gold embroidery and silver embroidery. So the little guy on the mountain is in green and waving a flag. There are many small embroidery design detail if you look closer. So this one is called Morrow jacket.
The Morrow jacket.
So this one.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. That's wonderful that everybody's going to be receiving that digital sketch. What is that pocket on the sleeve there? It looks like a place where you could carry your phone, or like it looks like it's made for a cell phone or something. Like, oh yeah, great. Is that a cell phone pocket?
Yeah, it's also a pocket over here. There's a zip, and great. Then this one. Yes. Imagine you can put pen over here.
Yes.
Yeah, and this you can put two pens. Yeah. For girl, maybe we can put the thin lipstick as well. Here you can put cell phone. I would say it fits like iPhone 12, 13. Like it's really good size.
Fantastic. Okay, we've got two quick audience questions before we go. One is, is there a specific technique you learned from Canada Goose that you will be using in your own collections?
That's a really great question. I would say there's one design method that I bring to Canada Goose that I want to that I learned from Canada Goose at the same time when we work together. Is this one. This is a design method that we always do before. It's the piece that be able to flip upside down. Angel Chen always have a down jacket or bomber jacket that able to flip upside down, but we never really like fix the construction detail that properly. But with Canada Goose team, because they have really strong pattern cutting team, and also they are really taking lots of consideration for people who are wearing this jacket. So they will focus on the technical part a lot more better. For example, like how to construct the sleeve, and how to construct the shoulder, and how to construct the bottom, and when you flip the side, and how to make that zip work, and like that kind of thing. I think they have a lot more better understanding and construction idea compared to my previous design. So this is what I learned from Canada Goose. I will also bring it to my future collection as well, to add that technical thinking, and to always add that thinking to care about people.
Well, this is, the pattern makers are the unsung heroes of the fashion world, right? Nobody talks about the pattern makers, but it's the pattern makers who actually can get a lot of those ideas to reality and do it in a way that a coat can be worn right side up or upside down. That's amazing. And the last question is, what advice would you give a young designer looking to break into the design industry?
What advice can I give to them? I think will be, actually, I feel like right now, the young generation, like we are really, really lucky that we have such a good opportunity, and also that many good resources
compared to many years ago when I was about to study fashion and the internet wasn't that strong to share all the information in the internet. And there wasn't even like Instagram by the time I start my thing. And so I think today all the information is like really like booming, and to attract all the generation to work on and to focus their thing. This is really, really great opportunity for everyone. But what I would really suggest is to really focus and stay focused on what you love and always stay true to yourself. By using like the quote from Saint Martin, design is not about education, it's about who you are, and it's about to present yourself to the whole world. And just enjoy everything about design and enjoy showing yourself to the world. That would be my suggestion.
Perfect. Well, Angel, thank you so much for this really special Toronto Life Fashion Magazine talk, and for taking us through your work for Canada Goose, the new fall collection. It was a real pleasure. You're wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you.